This episode of The Mimics Fail is sponsored by Taste Invader Tea. Treat yourself to 15% off an order of daring and delicious tea at tasteinvader.co.uk using code TMV. In the Vale this week, we chat shmups, Wabisabi SushiDerby. Yes, that is a real game. We've got some classics, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, but first, Mafia, the Old Country.
Alex,
Ben,
I like to think of you as my consigliere.
you need to explain what that
It's my trusted advisor.
is. Yes, that's me. Just call me Alfred.
Sure. There's more going for the Mafia thing, to be honest, because I have been completely just obsessed with Mafia, the Old Country. And
So we've gone from... So we've gone from Red Dead Redemption to Mafia to...
yeah,
Ben.
I'd like to...
Why's my good taste not rubbing off on you?
I like to keep you on your toes, but I think that it's interesting that you bring up Red Dead Redemption 2, because I do think what I was seeking from Red Dead, I have got more from Mafia, and that was, remember I said like I really enjoyed that linear start to Red Dead, and how cinematic it was, and how the story seemed quite cool, but then I was a bit worried about the open world kind of opening up, and then I was a bit confused about what I should be doing and all the other stuff, and it just froze me on the spot playing. Like nothing against that game, I can totally see how it's a classic, but I do think I am clearly just in the mood for what I've been sort of banging on about all year, which is like short, straight to the point, and this is Mafia the Old Country is like so linear. It's just like almost to a fault. Like it didn't review particularly well. I think it's like I don't know, a 70 something on Metacritic. Like it's not.
It didn't set the world on fire anyway.
No, it didn't. But I actually think I've got the feeling that there will be a bit of a. I think people will warm to this over time. I don't know why it's I think it's underrated, basically.
Do you think that will come with the DLC, which is out today, tomorrow? It's certainly.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I know there's story DLC and then the ride. What even is it? The ride?
Free
Something?
ride?
Free ride?
I don't know. I didn't look into it because to be completely honest, I was just so wrapped up in the story of it, and I think almost like if that story was delivered in a adventure game or a visual novel or a point and click, people would be going, "Oh, this is amazing."
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it's got that sort of all like AA pushing towards AAA level of polish and action. I think people then go, well, it's pretty basic, the kind of stuff that you're doing in it. And it is. It's not like going to set the world on fire from a gameplay point of view, but I think it's greater than the sum of its parts. Like it all.
And not everything has to. That's the thing.
No.
Like all these kind of games have their place in the world. Like it's like, and for that, as you say, for that experience you're looking for, this ticks those boxes.
Yeah. And I think it's up there with a Pragmata, with a 007 First Light. Like genuinely, I don't see how it's any worse than them. Really, it's just. And actually, I really gelled with the story and the characters more certainly compared to Pragmata. I feel like I was more invested in this as a story and as a group of characters. And yes, I used to be really into that sort of mafia stuff and mob movies and things like that. But in fact, back to the Red Dead point, I think it was Lewis that asked me, does it make you want to watch Westerns now that you've played? And it didn't. As soon as I finished this, I was like, right, I'm going to watch The Godfather. I managed to get through the first half of The Godfather, but
yeah, you fell asleep.
yeah, and then I was like, it's getting late because it's like 3 hours long. I forgot how long it was. But yeah, it's the story. Just to give a brief kind of overview of it, you start off as this character Enzo, and you start off in the mines. You're basically working away in the mines, and you are like the lowest of the low, getting treated really badly. And it's just his story of like working his way up as part of this crime family in Sicily. And yeah, there's a love story in there as well, and there's betrayal and jealousy and
everything.
Just a bit of everything, and it just like, yeah, it's just really the gameplay is. I mean, I had fun. Like the shootouts were good. The stealth was good.
That's not the thing that we see often.
No, but it was genuinely. I've definitely found myself being more tolerant of stealth again recently, I would say. But I thought this was exceptional. The driving and the horse riding and stuff like that. Maybe one too many knife fights for my liking. It's like, come on, I've got a gun. Can you just let me shoot this guy in the head and get this over with? Kind of Indiana Jones style. But yeah, other than that, I think that's my only real complaint. It's a rip-roaring adventure of a game, and another, much like Splatoon Raiders was, it was another Laurie recommendation.
Oh so no! Don't say that.
Don't want to like give him a bigger head, but yeah, he was right. He was right. And also Landlord Steve recommended this as well, and yeah, they were both on the money.
It's one of those, even since it came out, I've always been tempted by. There was just something about it. It's like, and it's kind of what you've said, Ben. It's that I want that experience. It just kind of holds my hand and funnels me through it, and I don't necessarily want to go off the beaten track. And I just want to experience the story, and I want it to be a decent amount of gameplay, and I don't want it to be too long. And it just ticks all of those boxes, and I don't know why I've not played it. Genuinely don't. So maybe now that the DLC is dropping, it's maybe a good time to give it a go. Saying that, with the amount of games like we talked about the last time that are coming out, and God knows where this is going to fit into the rotation, but it's one that I certainly like the sound of.
Yeah, and it is. I think it took me 11 hours to finish,
which is not bad at all.
No, so you
wonder if it's a play anywhere game. Wonder if I can play it on my Ally.
Look into it. It's cheap as well. Like I spent 20 quid on the physical. Like it's a no-brainer. And I really think you would love it. It's proper like, yeah, it doesn't. There's a few bits where I died and had to replay a little section, but it's pretty generous with its checkpoints and stuff. Yeah, it's a convenient game to fit into our busy lives, I would say. And it's just nice to get wrapped up in a story, and yeah, I'm really quite fond of it. I really do urge anyone listening, I've enjoyed Resident Evil Requiem or Pragmata or 007 or whatever games of that ilk.
Yeah,
I don't think this is a million miles off them at all, quality wise.
Maybe they'll release it for the Switch too.
I don't see why not. It doesn't seem like a technical powerhouse compared to.
And 2K have done a good job with other ports like with WWE and stuff. So I mean, they know and NBA and the sports side of things, so they know the tech, they know how it works. So
yeah, and it's cool. I think there was another little part of me that is obviously very silly, but like. At the moment, this episode is out, I am in Italy. and I think there was a part of me that was like, oh, I could play a game that's set in, I know it's Sicily, which is nowhere near where I am, but it made me think, oh, that would be cool to play something.
Ben's currently on a Mafia tour around Italy.
Yeah, just rediscovering my roots and dropping in all the, because they use a bit of Italian. I played it in English, obviously, but like the characters will drop in like, you know, no, Maron and capisti and like all these little phrases and things. So I'm sure if I actually use them,
So Ben's going to try and order his
arrested.
pizza with that and get stabbed.
Yeah. Apparently, I've just challenged someone to a knife fight.
Oh well.
Yeah, but when in Rome, I'm not in Rome. Yeah, just I feel like it is a 9 that people are thinking is a 7, and I think time will be kind to it. I think people will look back and go, yeah, we were a bit harsh on that. Not sure why.
Age like fine Italian wine.
There we go. Exactly. Vino.
Indeed.
But yeah, so that's kind of the main thing that I wanted to talk about, just to put it back on people's radar and pass on the good vibes from people recommending it to me.
Probably on a similar note, but slightly different setting. What I've been playing quite a bit and streaming quite a bit has been Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. So this is probably the opposite to what you're saying, Ben, because this has given you a narrative in the open world. But what's nice about this is it's not an open world in like the newer Assassin's Creeds. It's an open world like the older Assassin's Creeds, where it's like little islands and stuff, how it's all broken up and you're a pirate. Edward, who's giving me Chris Hemsworth vibes. I don't know why, but he's giving me a wee bit of Chris Hemsworth in there. And
Not a bad thing.
no, it's not at all. But I'm thoroughly enjoying this because I've never played Black Flag. This is the first time experience it as the resynced version. It's a very, very nice remake. Some nice quality of life adjustments in there from what I understand, like things like having a designated crouch button, like a lot of the kind of combat and stuff from some of the newer games. Like some good kicks, some good sword fighting in there, like some good stealth takedowns. But also, if you want to just fight, you can just fight, which that's how I play these games, Ben. I'm not going to go and be
Just get stuck
too
in.
stealthy. I'm just going to go and get dual swords and see how many heads I can cut off. But like it looks incredibly pretty. The ship, like the sailing and stuff, is really quite fun as well. Like how the winds work and blow your boats, and then the animals and stuff that you see, and then obviously then the ship combat that you get into, which is good, but I'm really rubbish at it. So at any time that I've been dying on stream, it's usually been me trying to fight another ship, because it's like, I need to have a big turn, and it's taking me about 3 years to turn around because I forget what button to press. And
Is that that's what people usually cite as like the best thing about?
Yeah, it is
game,
good.
isn't it?
Like it is good. I think it's just I'm not taking naturally to it, but it is very well done in terms of how you need to like lower the damage of the ships, and then you can board them and fight the crew and take the spoils and stuff like that. So it's like just going and playing as a pirate. The story seems quite interesting in terms of what you're learning and what you're going. I'm not, obviously these are still, even if being a smaller Assassin's Creed game, it's still a relatively big game, so it's going to take me a wee while to get through it. But yeah, everything I've played so far, I've been very impressed, and I think I can see why people hold this in such high regard. Like I definitely can.
How much have you played? Would you say
About 5 or 6 hours.
Okay.
Not a huge amount, but enough to get a good feel for it.
Do you kind of get the sense that you can like mainline it as if
yeah,
it
I
wasn't
think you can
open
just going like
worldish?
through basically go from all your points and just following like the key stories, or you can go and try and find all the things in the map that you can normally do. But it feels I've been not quite mainlining it. I've been like messing about a wee bit and kind of finding out and chasing like the song sheets that you can find in the worlds, which give you more sea shanties for your crew to sing and stuff like that. So all that side of it's really good. And
What do they do, the sea shanties? Do they give you buffs and stuff, or is it just...
no, I think it's just
for
for you
laughs.
to pick for the laughs on the... I've certainly not found any that give you buffs yet. If they do, I haven't noticed it. And then it's like things like you find messages in bottles and all the secrets and chests, and then it gives you like a treasure map. And I spent about 45 minutes on the stream trying to find the treasure on this island, because I thought it was on the island that I found it. And then one of the guys, Matt, that was on the stream said, are you looking at the right coordinates? Because there was coordinates at the bottom. I'm like, No. It's not even an island that I'm supposed to be on here, by the way. So like we'll just sack that off here, thanks very much. But at least I can stop looking now. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? I'm like, it definitely looks like these two trees under this bit, so it must be about here somewhere. I'm like, it's not this island. Yeah.
That's brilliant. So there you go. You learned how to use maps, learned about coordinates. Do you think this is a good first Assassin's Creed game? Because obviously I dabbled in Shadows. And I
think you'd like this better.
I did play, I think this was, what would this have been? Xbox One when the original came out?
360 even.
Was it 360?
Potentially, yeah.
Because I remember I got it, it might have been like the first ever Games with Gold that I claimed. And I remember like starting it and going, ugh, not sure about this.
I think it must have been 360 because Origins came out kind of tail end, Xbox One X, and then there's others. So yeah, I think it must have been 360.
Okay. But yeah, this I'm slightly interested in it. I don't know why. There's a kind of, and I shouldn't say this because I don't think I think Mafia as a I've never been interested in that as a series, and I don't think people like hold it in massively high regard, but I've always kind of looked down my nose at Assassin's Creed a bit like that's a Ubisoft basic bitch game kind of thing. But this does look cool.
That is good. That is. I'm very impressed by what I've played so far. Feels really well made. Really solid. Definitely can't complain about it. And as I say, very pretty on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Like it's very pretty.
Is it Pro enhanced, do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mafia the OId Country was as well, actually, come to think of it. Also very pretty. Probably not quite as pretty as this, though. This does look ridiculous. With all that Ubisoft money.
Some lovely seawater. It's a nice wee, even just sailing across the seas with the crew singing is just quite pleasurable.
Nice. Okay, so from one end of the budget scale to the exact opposite, I have been playing Wabisabi SushiDerby or Derby.
And I bet you were going to expect me to ask you what this is, because I know what this is.
What?
You go and race sushi, don't you?
You
it's
do
like,
race sushi.
It's like umamisumi.
Yes, but you're pieces of sushi racing against each other, basically.
It just sounds ridiculous, and I love it.
Yeah, it is. It's so silly. Like I don't even know what the premise is. Basically, aliens come to Earth. They really like sushi, so then you have to race sushi. And that's all I got from the opening cutscene.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, and basically what it is. So these races of these little pieces of sushi going around like a sushi bar or the top of a bar or a restaurant. So that they're kind of like Micro Machine style, but they are just kind of you're not controlling the sushi, like they're just going around automatically in the loop, or a straight kind of drag race kind of thing. But then you'll see like the orders popping up on the left-hand side, the top left of the screen. And if that order matches whatever type of sushi you are, then eventually a big hand and two big chopsticks will come down and try to grab you. And if they grab you, then it's kind of race over and that piece of sushi disappears forever. So what you can do to avoid that is you've got the only input, well, not the only input, the main input you've got is this cheer button. And if you cheer them, then the sushi starts running quicker and then it can outrun the chopsticks and then carry on the race kind of thing. And then there are some like little powers and things that you can use during the race. Like you can drop salmon roe behind you that make people jump up in the air and slow down, or you can shoot soy sauce at people in front of you, and just like it is as mental as it sounds. But again, like we said about Splatoon Raiders last week, it's the loop of going in, winning a race, getting some upgrades to your sushi to like bulk up their like different abilities, just like their basic stats. So acceleration, top speed, like the cooldown of the cheer button, whatever it might be. So you can bump them up a little bit. But also that the sushi, each piece of sushi has a shelf life of like 3 to 5 days, and their stats degrade during that period. So like after one race, their stats will go down
and start to smell.
Yeah, but then you can reboost the stats with your upgrades and stuff, and you unlock different types of sushi that's got better starting stats and things like that. But basically,
stay in a fridge.
Yeah, but I think you wouldn't want to eat sushi past a few days, would you? Really?
No,
it is best served fresh, and
no,
yeah.
not at all.
Wow, this is a fresh idea though. I think it's got a similar that shelf life thing, because you get attached to your little bit of sushi, but you can't because you know it'll be gone after a few races. So kind of like Mugenics from earlier this year, where you just end up treating cats as this like disposable commodity that you can just burn through. You do the same with sushi. So you're like, right, I'm going to buy this one for this race because this one needs tuna. Only tuna-based sushi can enter this race, so I need to get this one for now. And I'll train up this piece of tuna sushi and try and win. It's
not a very sustainable sport, is it?
No, it's not. It's I can't see it taking off, to be honest, and I can't see this breaking into the mainstream the way that some quirky little indies do as well, because it is such a stupid concept, and yeah, quite a short game as well. But yeah, I just thought I like the sound of that.
Yeah, no, it does. It sounds pretty cool. It just sounds so silly that it just feels like it would be very much fun. And as you say, that loop sounds, I could start to get on a roll with it.
Yeah, a salmon row, or a sushi roll.
Sushi roll.
Yeah, and also it's cheaper than
sushi.
Any sushi that you buy ever. So yeah, worth a go if you want a little like palate cleanser, like a little bit of pickled ginger between courses. It's pretty good for that. And I'm all out of sushi puns now as well.
So is it wabisabi?
Wabisabi, which
wabisabi.
I think is like the Japanese word for good, finding like the good in rubbish things a little bit,
right.
Or taking the good stuff with the bad stuff. I think it means something like that, which, yeah, it's probably perfect for this game. Wabisabi sushi. Would you say derby or derby?
Derby, I would say, but
yeah. Sushi derby.
Yes. Talking about finding the good and bad stuff. I've been playing a few little shmups. You know how we like a shmup?
Oh yeah,
like a shmup, right? So I've got a few here to talk about. I'm not going to say too much about any of them, but I want to just mention each of them because they're all worth mentioning. So the first one is called Hyperwired, and I don't know if you've seen this. So basically, this one's kind of USP comes in the name, and it's all about basically you're this little ship who has a cable and a plug hanging off the end of it, and how you can navigate through like some of these levels and power-ups is to go and plug your plug into the socket, and like you need to like find these different sockets to get power-ups or to like unlock the next level or to like get health. And so rather than just like gathering resources like you would normally do in a shmup, you would instead you would go and plug your plug in. And I think
right.
In theory, that sounds, that's a wee bit different. In practice, it just makes it all a wee bit cumbersome. Right. And it just doesn't have that fluidity that you want from a game like this, because you're going over and you're trying to like it's whole day to plug in, and you need to stay there for so long so that until like, you fully activate it, and then you can go to the next one. And like even in the controls, it was like RB to shoot. And it just didn't feel like it flowed nicely. I think it's a good try, but it's not there. So
that's the thing. Like you said, the word flow. That's so important in a shoot 'em up. Is that flow state and getting into that And if there's anything that derails it on a regular basis, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
And I think that also is then a little bit of a criticism for the next game as well. So I don't know if you've seen this one, but this is called Geppy-X, like a 70s robot anime or something, I think is the full title. And this was a game that was released only in Japan back in the day, and it's been kind of reworked and re-released in the West. And where this, again, is more of a side-scrolling shmup at heart, it's based on like a kind of love letter to like 70s Japanese mecha anime.
Oh, it's actually called 70s Robot Anime. Geppy-X.
Yeah. So basically the premise of it is like you're almost in this anime, and the whole anime within it has been reworked into like reshot in kind of 24 frames, whereas originally it was like 340 DPI and stuff like this in 15 frames per second, but it's in a 24 frame per second anime. And then you have like these short sections of shmup in the middle of the anime. So again, all the kind of individual bits of it are actually very good, but the flow of it as a game, you're not just constantly going and constantly you're like, oh, I've done that wee bit. Oh, like here's another wee bit of like a chapter of this episode, and kind of taking you from that. And the whole idea and the whole bit of it is cool, but the practicality and the flow, as you mentioned, like just isn't there, which takes away from the whole experience. But it's one of those cool games. It is quite a cool game and cool experience.
Yeah, it looks quite ambitious. It's a PlayStation game originally.
Yeah. So it's all just been kind of given a bit of a polish, and the actual gameplay itself hasn't been, I wouldn't say it's probably given that much of a polish, but the anime side of it's been given probably more of a polish than the gameplay. So
it's cool.
It's cool and it looks nice, but it's a reasonably high price point for that kind of game, and probably doesn't flow very nice. I'd say wait for sale.
Yeah, I mean, there's a physical of it, and it looks like it's like over 30 quid. That's a tall order for what is probably quite a short game as well.
Yeah, and then there's another one which I haven't written down here, and I'm now questioning the title, so I'm going to very quickly check. I think it's called Blast and Bounty. Yes, Blast and Bounty, like if you like Cruise and Blast, it's called Blast and Bounty. And this one is more like one of those you go and play it for a wee while, you work through it, you get your platinum or your 1000G, it's that kind of thing. But it works and it flows and it plays really nicely. And where this is a wee bit different is you're coming in as this little like ship player, and each level that you're trying to do is essentially a bounty on one character. So you're trying to. So it's not quite a roguelike, but you're just trying to get through the level to capture the bounty on whoever this enemy is. It's essentially going to be the boss to beat to get the bounty. But rather than it having like lives and stuff, as you're going through, you can collect like little satellites, and you unlock different kind of satellites, and these satellites have different abilities. So like some of them will shoot things out, some of them will. So they basically fight with you as your little ship. And rather than taking damage, if you get hit, you lose one of your satellites, and you've lost them all, that's when you die. So it just does something a wee bit different, and for like £4, it's one of those games, actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It could be easily kind of thrown into that shitty platinum, shitty 1000G type category, but it's better than it. It's deserving of better than that. It's probably better than the other two that I've mentioned in terms of gameplay.
Is that? I feel like I always ask you this, like, what prompted you to play it? But is there an element of like, it's an easy 1000G, so that's why you try it, or is it?
There's a little bit of that. It's because like I won't just play.
We're all friends here. I'm not judging you, by the way.
I'm not just playing it because it's an easy 1000G. I'm playing it because if nothing else, I'm going to get the 1000G for it, but it's in a like genre or something that I do actually quite like. Yeah. So I'm not. And an
attractive price point as well.
Aye. So it can hit all those boxes. But so yeah, that is Blast and Bounty, and I think that's on all platforms, but it's only about £4. But the one that is by far and away the highlight is Truxton Extreme.
Yes.
And I haven't played a lot of this yet, so I can't. I literally was playing it before we recorded, and I've only played maybe about 40 minutes of it. But this is polished. This is flow. There's not many of these games that you go and you play these days that they don't kind of funnel it into that like tatty or whatever you call it mode on the screen. It's like full widescreen game that you've got the whole screen to go and play against. It's very like crystal. I'm playing it on the Xbox, but it's very polished, very crisp. And then even like the way it kind of lends you into it. So you start with, I want to say it's called a Heartstopper mode. I've left the achievements on my phone, so I know exactly what it's called. Heart Starter mode, which is almost like the intro to it. So it's like you can't really die in that first level, but you need to clear this stage to give you a feel for it. And then it goes into like the story mode and the campaign mode, and there's a wee bit of that. And then when you start that, it takes you to the arcade mode, so that gives you the one bit that I really liked when it then unlocked was the arena mode. And basically in the arena mode, it was like a 2-minute time trial. And you could set it up in whatever way that you wanted. So you could have it unlimited lives, you could have it as one life, you could have it. And it's just a case of go through this in the arena mode and get as high a score as you can in that 2 minutes. And it's got online leaderboards, it's got local leaderboards, it's got all that side of things as well. And it's this is the best kind of reimagining or like modern day shmup that I've played in a long time. It just it ticks the boxes. It has the flow. It has the polish. If this is your genre, this is the game to play. I would say definitely out of all the ones I've talked about, but just in general, it's one very much worth playing.
Yeah, it looks really, really polished and kinetic, and obviously Truxton as a series has really got a lot of history to it as well, and really well regarded. Cast your mind back to when we first got our Evercade cabinets. So I played a bit of Truxton because I think it's on the Toaplan collection or something like that. And I mean, the old games hold up. So if this is replicating that old gameplay, but with this like level of sheen to it, do you know, is this on everything? Is this PC only or what? Do you know?
No, I played it on Xbox. I think it is on everything. I think it's on Switch too. I think it's on Switch too. I'm making that up. I think it's on Switch too.
PS5 as well. There's a physical. Yeah. Again, probably maybe a bit pricey. I don't know. There seems to be.
But then you find a lot sometimes of these games because I don't think they press a lot of them. So
yeah. But there's a Switch 2 version, 40 quid.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good. It's definitely one to have on your radar if you're a shmup fan.
It is on my radar. It is well and truly on my radar. That looks...
Yeah.
God, yeah, that looks cool. And the fact that it's got those friend leaderboards and stuff is always a bonus for us, isn't it?
Yeah. Particularly that arena mode. I think I could see that arena mode getting competitive. Yeah. Because it was just the first time I've played that. I'm like, this is the kind of thing I like. Like when you just have go and do this as many times as you can and see how you maximise it.
There's just something really... obviously, this is the opposite of a cozy game, but there's just something comfortable about a vertical scrolling or a horizontal scrolling shmup that's just...
Could you hit that absolute state of zen with it? You're just like, and then you're facing it, and you're like, right, I'm just doing this because you just need to. That's
you can't look. You can't look at the UI. You can't look at how many bombs you've got left because you are literally just staring at all those tiny bullets coming right at you.
You're like, how can I even get past that?
Yeah,
like, I have no idea. But I suppose that was a bit I didn't say about that arena mode as well. I'm saying you can set one life or unlimited lives, where that differs. Like if you get damaged or die, like you come back to life, but it just slows you and stops you from firing for so long. So obviously, the more you die, the less you're gonna score. So
very good. Truxton Extreme. I still think Truxton is a odd name, but
agreed. But when it's got a legacy, you're not going to change it, are you?
Exactly. So from one kind of very arcadey old school game, I actually did go back and play an old game as well, which 90, actually similar to that. What was the one you just spoke about? The PlayStation one, the anime
Geppy-X.
Yeah, this also came out in 1999, and that is Ridge Racer Type 4.
An absolute classic, Ben.
A classic that I had never played before. I know we'd had the music on Guess the Outro, and it was an abomination of a song. But to be fair, the rest of the soundtrack is sublime. I playing it, so I played through the Grand Prix mode, the Real Racing Roots 99, where you basically choose the team that you're going to race for, and there's a little kind of story, but it's not like, there's not much going on there. But played through that Grand Prix mode, and the thing that really sort of hit me was it still looks good, like considering it's proper old now.
Yeah.
It's basically, it's a retro game. I think it's fair to say 99 is retro now, that era.
Yeah. It's very retro these days, isn't it?
Yeah. And it looks great. It plays so smoothly. It's just fun to control, and you do get that real sense of speed as well. And but yeah, getting back, the main thing that hit me was just the music, and it made me have an appreciation for these older racing games and how we've somehow got away from having music loud in the mix of racing games. I feel like even your more arcadey ones, like your Forza Horizons, that have great music, they're still like low down in the mix of the audio, like, because you've got to hear the engine, you've got to hear some twat talking to you, telling you how great you are, whatever it is. Like, I feel like we've got away from what I've loved about that arcade experience, which is like I had the sound bar cranked up, big screen TV, and just like, this is real racing.
Yeah,
and
the music blasting, trying to get from checkpoint to checkpoint, like that was just those games. That was what it did. Even like right back to something like Pole Position and that. Yeah. Like, I know that the music wasn't. It was very different music back in those days, but it was just the music played, and you were trying to get to that checkpoint, and almost that brought the level of intensity to it. Yeah,
and just it is part of the fun, and it just made me think like how much I used to like. That's why I loved Wipeout. That's why I loved like Gran Turismo. Even I don't think the original Gran Turismo's like, you look at the music now in GT7, it's barely there in the background when you're racing.
It's like it's far too simmy now. It's just like engine noise and wind and clouds cover and
there's a little bit of music in the background, but like it's just it's just something. I think we need to get back to this. To just I don't care about the sound of the engine. I care about the adrenaline and the like just that immersion and everything else of having just a big bombastic song playing whilst going at stupid miles an hour. I love this. If that's not coming across already.
I was going to say, did you play that game that I played recently that I can't remember the name of? So I mean, that is really helpful. Like
Screamer?
No, it was one that was basically had a bit of DNA of Sega Rally and Ridge Racer, and I can't remember the name of it.
It wasn't that GP4.
Yeah, 4PGP.
That one.
That was that one. Yeah. I knew it was something like that.
No, I haven't played that.
But that's maybe tick some of those boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that era. Like I feel like I just need to go back and play more stuff from then, because I just it just does something. I don't know if it's just an age thing, and this is like an old man, being angry at modern games, but it's just it's just cool.
Old man angry at cloud cover and Gran Turismo 7.
Exactly. Old man yelling at cloud cover.
Yes.
Yeah. But Ridge Racer Type 4. Good game. Good game.
Indeed. I've had one other good game, and it's a good game, and I'm really sad it's only a good game. So Ben, you'll be familiar with this game, but not in the format that I've been playing it in. So I've been playing Moss, the Forgotten Relic, and for anyone who doesn't know, Moss is a little mouse. Well, Quill is a little mouse. Moss is the name of the game, but Quill is a little mouse, and he's telling this little story in this little VR world, which it was made of. So this is very historically, these two games in this one package, Moss Book 1 and Book 2, which is the Forgotten Relic, was a little VR game. And it was a lovely little VR game in terms of it was full of charm, it was full of heart. Like, it was so, like, and unfortunately for me, it loses all of that in Flat. Like, it's actually reviewed quite well and stuff, and I think the game itself is a solid platform and adventure game, but for all the things that I loved about this were the little VR bits of it, like putting your head in and kind of sneaking around the corners.
Seeing where there was a scroll hidden around the corner and stuff like that.
Yeah, so now you're just finding them by accident rather than knowing it's there. It's just like, oh, I just happened to go behind there rather than sneak in and see what was in there. You can't even, well, certainly from where I've not worked out anyway. So basically, obviously you had your hands in the game before and you were manipulating the levels with your hands. You're doing that with the right trigger. Essentially now you're moving the arrow, the pointer with the right trigger, the right thumbstick, and then pulling the right trigger to manipulate items to solve the puzzles. But even then, like, one of the really cool things you used to be able to do is like give Moss a high five. And I'm sure that might come, but it's certainly not as easy to do in terms of, it's just like, not all the wee kind of nooks and crannies of you like kind of looking in and looking round, and all of that's gone, and it just loses its heart. And I think ultimately, if this is the only way you've ever had a chance to play it, I think it's a very good platform and adventure game, and I would recommend it.
And really polished as well, we should say. It's not like your normal VR jank, like it is one of the more polished games that I played in VR, definitely.
But the other thing that I don't like here is, like, do you know how in VR and you look through all the levels and you were done and then you walked through a door and then it loaded into the next one? It still does that. And I feel like you're going through it faster and you're loading another next section like too much. And it just feels really disjointed, whereas I feel like that worked in VR because you were taking more time to then look around the levels and to look at the environments and kind of work out your new area, whereas you don't really need to do that in 2D because it's just there and you're just platforming and you're just working it out as you go.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't, again, it's come back to that flow. I don't feel as it flows as nicely in flat screen as it does in in VR, unfortunately. And there's not very many things that I'll still say kindly about VR. Not that I don't like VR, but it's not that much on my radar anymore. But this is a much better experience in VR than it is in flat, unfortunately.
That is a shame, because it is like it was one of my favourite experiences of PSVR 2, was playing Moss. So, yeah, I can see why it doesn't fully translate, but
it's still a good game, and it's still, if you've never had a chance to play it, it's well worth playing. It's good to see it on other platforms for people.
Yeah, and it's probably quite good for the developer to try to branch out, because there's enough quality in there that you'd go, all right, if any game was going to translate from VR to flat, it would be Moss probably. So, yeah, good on them. Good on them for at least trying to get it out there and get the money coming back in.
Yes. So I mean that might have been one Forgotten Relic, but there's a few relics that we can't forget, Ben, is there? And those are those lovely patrons who help to produce this fine show. And they are, Ben,
Mark, Pietro, Soggy, Adrian, Jack, Smark, Tyler, Phil, and Matt. Thank you all.
Yes, thank you.
Screw you, Alex, for trying to stitch me up.
You deserved it. You deserved it.
Fair enough. But yeah, if you want to support us, patreon.com/themimicsvale is the place to go. And we do appreciate it. It helps. Keeps the lights and mics on.
As they say. We'll try and stitch you up again, Ben.
Please do. Why not?
Let's let it continue. Guess the outro. Face off without a face again.
Just off.
Just off. Yeah. So obviously you just about scraped through last week, Ben.
Yes, we've been inundated with complaints.
I think there's a few more asterisks and footnotes and whatever in place, and Mr. Wilson had a few complaints, but we'll leave that there.
It'll be fine.
So this week, Ben, it's a bit of a dodgy list, right?
That makes a refreshing change.
I'm going to put it out there, but I've made it. It's just franchises, okay?
Okay.
Just
okay,
franchises.
Okay.
And we've talked about a few things, and you maybe say some people have kind of underrated them and maybe not quite been as generous, and maybe they'll look a bit more favourable in the future, right, Ben? But there's also a lot of games out there that are just overrated as fuck, right? So this list is the most overrated franchises.
Oh no.
Right. So Ben, we've got 10 franchises on this list from WatchMojo.com.
What?
Exactly. But it doesn't. I mean, I think you've got 10 guesses. You need to get 5, and I think you could just play with this, Ben. You need to guess the most overrated franchises in gaming, and you only need a 50% success rate.
Okay, and this is from a site that I don't know of. And it's been
WatchMojo.com.
right. Overrated franchises.
Yes. I was going to do games, but I thought that was maybe a wee bit unfair. So I thought
Franchises is hard enough.
Exactly.
Now, what way? I need to get a marker on the board early.
Yeah.
So let's just go with like a poster child for like the mainstream that maybe like a hardcore gaming site might disapprove of. Call of Duty.
Number 1 on the list, then.
All right.
So, yes, you've got it. You've got them.
Okay.
You can see where this is going. So I think I have confidence in you in this one.
Okay.
Boys will probably be screaming at me again, but I'm encouraging here. I want people to win. I don't want people to lose.
I love it.
So that's 1 out of 1 so far. Let's
What
see if we
was
can keep it up.
Is there any? What was their rationale for what did they say about Call of Duty? Because I'm interested. Because I don't think it's like particularly. It's just popular. It's not like
Ben just asked me questions. I didn't have
just
take a whole editorial.
just taking an interest, you know.
I'm just trying to see what it says, right? Call of Duty. It says, remember that... I'll just tell you what it says underneath it, right? So it says, remember that episode of The Simpsons where the kids go nuts because Malibu Stacy gets a new hat? Well, that's what happens every year with Call of Duty. That's her sentence. A repackaged multiplayer with a few tweaked features and an extremely linear and ever-shortening campaign of people forking out cash for the handful every November. Fair.
Fair. Very fair.
So, yes.
So,
I agree with all of these, but yeah.
would you... I'm thinking maybe an annualized sports franchise might be on there. So I'm thinking because obviously that was their complaint about Call of Duty. Okay, so I'm putting FIFA and Madden on my short list, but I'm not guessing that right now. What's another one?
Come on, Ben.
Popular. So overrated. I
would have said that. I could have written this list.
Okay.
Here's a clip for you.
What does Alex hate?
Some of the things on here I like, so that's not fair, completely fair.
Is Assassin's Creed on here?
Number 3, Ben. It's 2 out of 2.
Wicked.
Do I need to tell you what they say about Assassin's Creed as well?
I'd be interested.
Number 3. There's no denying that Assassin's Creed's alternate history, open world packed with parkour and temper killing is fun. However, the style over substance experience has never really introduced anything but small changes like the setting and characters between installments.
Okay. Fair.
Don't think that's that fair, but yeah, okay.
So the next one is an odd one for me because I think this is underrated.
But you can see why people might think it might be underrated.
Yeah. And that is Horizon.
It's not on the list, Ben.
No?
No, that is not on this list.
Because I think people call it overrated, but so many people call it overrated. It's actually underrated. It's really good. But we all think of it as like, oh, Horizon. Like it's, I don't know.
Most boring opening 3 hours a game I've ever played.
Yeah, there we
But
go.
yeah.
Okay, so not Horizon.
So there's still 2 out of 3, Ben. We're at 67%.
Yeah,
Come
we're
on.
doing good. We're doing good. What is overrated? I'm thinking other like online kind of things along the lines of Call of Duty. Similar games to that, maybe.
I'd go back to don't overthink it
Okay.
if I was you.
Let's go for Grand Theft Auto.
Number 6, Ben. Number 6.
Okay. That was
you
actually the first one that I wrote down, but then I was like, are they ever? Yeah. Why have they said they're overrated? That would be
This is the controversial game series that not only popularised the sandbox genre but did so through shock value, racism, carjacking, violence and sex. Recent updates have only really brought graphical upgrades to the table, while the novelty has diminished in the face of other sandbox games more willing to experiment and evolve.
okay. Okay. Interested to see how GTA 6 stands up against those allegations.
Yes.
Okay. So far, these have all been Western developers. I'm thinking, let's carry on with Western developers. Anything in the sort of Bethesda realm, something around there, like a. I don't know. People love Elder Scrolls. Fallout. Bioshock, that sort of thing. I feel like there's going to be one of them sort of RPG-ish ones on there, like a Western RPG. I'm trying to read your facial expressions as I say this. It's very difficult.
I'm not very good at keeping a straight face either, so
Let's go for Fallout.
it's not on the list, Ben.
Damn.
So there, we're at still 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. You only need another 2 out of the next 5.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Japan.
Okay.
Let's think popular franchises that are overrated. Final Fantasy, would that be on there? I think am I gonna go for Final Fantasy? Am I gonna go for Dragon Quest? I'm gonna go for Final Fantasy.
Number 4 on the list, Ben. Well done. So that's 4 out of 6 so far.
Okay.
Would you like the blurb?
Yes, please.
This Square series peaked at number 7 and has somehow managed to ride a wave of nostalgia ever since. Retarded stories and ever-changing settings and characters are one thing, but what's most hilarious about this ailing franchise is how they keep trying to reinvent the turn-based combat that they were forced to use for the originals. Guys, I know lining up your dudes and taking turns was all you could do in 1987, but it's 2013. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. We have jet planes now. That might give you an idea of when this list was from as well. Obviously. But, I mean, it doesn't really, to be honest, it's more of a jokey one, this one.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got 4 out of 5.
4 out of 6.
Okay, yeah, 4 out of 6, yeah. So there's one more to get.
One more out of, you've got four shots.
Okay.
And you've got number 1, 3, 4 and 6.
So I'm assuming, obviously this list came out in 2013. I wonder if there's anything else Nintendo on there. What could be? Mario? No. Zelda? No. Pikmin? No. Metroid? Maybe Sega. Maybe there'd be something for Sega on there. Because Sonic is a beloved franchise, but I think we've all accepted that 90% of the games are shit. So whether you'd count that as overrated or not, I don't know.
What would you, Ben?
I wouldn't personally count Sonic the Hedgehog as overrated because
But would you sacrifice them for your benefit?
I would, obviously. I would sacrifice anyone for my benefit. That's just the kind of arsehole I am. Yeah, let's. I'll chuck it out there. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Number 5, Ben.
Really?
Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog is number 5.
Damn.
This hedgehog was briefly considered cooler than Mario during the 16-bit wars until people got tired of the marketing hype. Even after countless horrendous follow-ups to its classic installments, fans continue to elevate Sonic above its virtues. It's time to face facts. Even 16-bit Sonic was one-trick pony that never fully delivered on his promise of speed without forcing the game to literally play itself.
Nah. But I hard disagree. Those 16-bit ones were brilliant.
So yeah, that's you are a winner, Ben. You are
Good.
a winner.
I feel
But
like
you
there was less hand-holding than last week as well. I feel like that.
I did think you could just guess franchises. Like, you get 3 guesses left if you want. We can fire some out there just to see how well you would do.
What else was in my head?
You don't need to overthink it now, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you've already won.
Obviously, yeah, the annualized sports things were like...
None of them are on there.
No?
I'm quite surprised, to be fair, but no, none of them are on there.
Yeah, but then I guess they're not like rated, are they? People don't... I don't...
Rate them.
Even the
No,
people that buy them every year know that they're shite.
Aye.
No offence to half of our listener base. The GTA was there already. I was going to say Elder Scrolls at one point.
No.
No. Was there anything
like
of that ilk?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, actually, because that's not. It's no, it's not.
No.
Well, no.
Are there any more sort of mascot-y ones along the line of Sonic?
Yes, but I don't think you would ever guess it.
Not like Mega Man or
No.
Rayman?
Angry Birds.
Oh. No, I wouldn't
So
have
I
guessed that.
mean, but then that was probably quite big at that point.
Yeah.
That's maybe just a time thing more than anything. So I don't think you would ever have got that. But that's fair enough.
Go on then,
Well,
give us the others.
At 10, had Fable.
Okay, we wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah. Angry Birds at 9. Kingdom Hearts at 8.
Fair.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid at 7.
That was the one that you agreed with, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. Your Grand Theft Auto at 6. Sonic the Hedgehog at 5. Final Fantasy at 4. Assassin's Creed at 3. Halo at 2. Call of Duty at 1.
Halo.
That's quite,
To be honest, I think that's pretty fair.
It kind of peaked early.
Yeah. Did you pick up or play
I haven't
Combat
played
Evolved?
it yet, no. But I will play it at some point. But
Not
no,
Combat.
I haven't played it
What's
yet.
it called? Not Combat Evolved. It's called Combat.
Something. But I know what you mean.
What is it called? That's really annoying. Combat.
Revolt. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But I
Who
know what
cares?
you mean.
Overrated.
Remake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to pick once again, Ben. I mean, I will say the composer for one of the songs is Hans Zimmer.
Oh. Okay.
If you can guess what song that might be.
Well, more than likely, that will be one where I have to go in and say, no, we can use this music, so please leave us alone. So I might not choose that one.
I like Hans Zimmer.
Go on then. What is it? Go for it.
That was just from Call of Duty, so you don't need to.
Oh, no. No. Hell no. I will go for Sonic the Hedgehog.
So the song that I have picked, well, I'm saying I have picked, the song that has been picked, because it could be any song from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
So we're going to play us out. We have Live and Learn by Crush 40 Jun Senoue from Sonic Adventure 2.